Hello, this is What I've Been Thinking with Marcus Cage, and I am your host, Marcus Cage. Thank you for joining me. If this is your first time joining, please go on ahead, click that like button, and subscribe, tap the bell. In this video, I wanted to talk about something because this topic has been, a big deal with a lot of people. And they've wanted to, despite what's going on with the coronavirus, open back up and get back to work. And I feel that that's not the wisest decision. So in this video, I will talk about a couple of things. First, I will start off with the Michigan protesters and them bringing firearms to the state capitol to protest the governor, Gretchen Whitmer, actually talking about extending the deadline for the stay-at-home order. And then I will give you guys a little bit of fun. Somebody who I like to call the, conservative, kind of stupid Barbie, Tomi Lahren. She steps in as usual, but this time one of the political heavyweights didn't handle her. Somebody else from the outside took a bite out of Tomi Lahren. Somebody who I am a fan of and enjoy listening to. He does plenty of reviews doing pop culture, video games, and a couple of shows which I really enjoy. I'll dig right into that in the video, but I hope you guys enjoy. Hello, and thank you for joining me. So I guess this first topic that we're going to talk about the protesters that strode up to the state capitol with firearms, loaded firearms at that. Now, the obvious argument which a lot of people have been talking about with this subject is, of course, if they were minorities, this situation would have went much differently. And yeah, that is true. And of course, you can find some silly picture where you can find one or two, people of color who might have been there or more in a group of other kind of protesters like that. That's not the same as having a whole group of minorities with firearms protesting. That's a whole different matter. We've already saw how that went. If you look at the Black Panther Party out in California, they changed the open carry laws because of that type of protest. So we already know that the rules are obviously different when you start going to different race groups. That's obvious. But what I wanted to talk about, instead of focusing on that angle of this whole discussion, is the fact that they came legally armed to the State House, and many of them walked actually inside the State House. You had lawmakers saying that they felt afraid in their workplace. Now, I look at the governor and I say that shows a sign of weakness to me, because you have the right to protest. And if you're in an open carry state, you have the right to carry your weapon. But you do not have the right to carry your weapon to protest in an aggressive manner. You do not have the right to do that. I've heard some people make the argument, yeah, you have the right to protest. Yeah, you do. You can take your gun home. Your gun does not need to come in there and protest with you. Because at that point, when you were bringing a firearm in, you were telling me that you might just use force in this case. If that's the message you are trying to send, then I see no problem with the governor deciding to bring in force also to dismiss you guys and disperse you. That is the proper response. Now, I've heard some people who I've talked to, they said, well, you sound kind of like an authoritarian. My response to that would be, if you have a store and people don't like your policies, they can protest you all they want. What happens when they all come to your store with guns and start forcing themselves around and telling you what they want, and they start demanding things? At that point, you don't look at them as protesters. None of us would look at them as protesters. So for anybody who's defending these conservatives carrying guns, trying to protest, you're full of it. And that argument is not going to stand. You're not going to tell me that, well, you need a haircut or you need to do these handful of things, so you need to carry a gun and threaten your legislators into doing it. For one, I get it. Some people are in a pinch and they need money because they're struggling. But here's the thing. Your government made the stay-at-home order. If you are out of work, if you don't have money, if you don't have resources right now, your government did that. Federal government put down those guidelines on the different states. So you going to your state capital and trying to violently threaten them into doing something, for one, is insane. It's not something that, if I was governor, you're lucky, because I wouldn't tolerate it. The moment you brought those guns in, I'm taking your guns or I'm going to arrest you. Or if you want to get that crazy with it, I'll bring the National Guard in, and you want to have a firefight, let's do that, dumbass. But these Americans who think that because I have a gun and I think I have my rights, you don't have those kind of rights when it comes to an emergency. You don't get, your freedom does not take precedent over other people. What you think you want. You as an individual are not more important than a group of people, are not as a nation. And so you handful of protesters are not more important than that whole entire state or those other people. So any of you guys who feel that I'm an authoritarian for feeling that the governor should have pushed back on them, they need to start pushing back on all of these people. Because this dumbass mentality, which a lot of people on the right, that we need to have our guns in case Uncle Sam comes to fight him. You're not beating Uncle Sam. I don't care what gun you get, you dummy. You're not beating them. They have drones, they have tanks, they have all kind of things. So if you are dumb enough to think that you are going to get weapons to try to fight the government, please go to a shrink, go to a doctor and figure out what the hell is wrong with you. Or maybe just simple things don't compute in your brain. I don't care who you think you are. None of you out there are Rambo and are going to be able to fight the government. So get that nonsense out of your head. The moment when one of you crazy ass conservatives go up there thinking you're tough with your guns and you get shot down by the police, I don't want to hear one of you guys complaining, because that is the threat you're putting out there. Sorry to get a little upset, but those topics do that to me when I hear people doing stupid stuff and I hear people defending stupid stuff. On to the next subject. The next subject is Tomi Lahren. Miss Dumb Conservative Barbie herself decided to make the comment about being stuck home during this pandemic is akin to willful slavery. Now, that comment, when I heard it, I just thought, there's dumbass Tomi Lahren saying some more dumbass shit, as usual. What more can I expect? She's out of touch, wealthy, young white girl who just shits out ideas and doesn't have to deal with the consequences of it, so she could just say whatever she wanted. Now, granted, in this case, she went back and she deleted it quickly. But, you know, in this day and age, that's not fast enough. That's not fast enough. So, in this clip I am about to share with you, let me set it up for you first. A young man by the name of Cobra Star Green. He does a lot of he does a lot of reviews and takes on different things from pop culture to video games. I saw like was it 2K and Mario Kart, a couple of other things like that. He does some different movie reviews, but what I watch his channel for in particular is some of the shows which he does reviews on. He's very energetic, very fun, very interesting to watch. And a couple of the shows which I watch, which he covers, is Ozark and Power, and he does an excellent job with that. Another show I know he covers is For Life. Also, please check him out. But on this one, he's not talking our fun subjects that he normally talks about. He's not talking about, he's talking more into pop culture, and he's addressing, to my surprise, was addressing Tomi Lahren. So with no more said, I will let you guys hear his response to her. Enjoy.
Yo, welcome back. Say it with me. No, you missing. What's good, everybody? Cobra Star Green. Back to another video today. Yo, your first time finding my channel, y'all make sure you hit that subscribe and like the video. But yo, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, bro. I was gonna talk about this video right here. I guess some chick that don't live too far away from that Stephanie Friedman chick also said the N-word in this clip right here. So I was gonna talk about that in today's video, but nah, man, something a little more important came up for me, bro. So I was going through my Twitter and I had seen this. Tomi Lahren, I guess that's her name, compares stay-at-home orders to willfully slavery. Oh, we're gonna talk about this stupidity right after this. So, Tomi, whatever the hell your name is. Look, I ain't gonna lie, you're a very gorgeous girl. But that mind, though, that mind different. That mind is different. Now, I want to know, before I really deep dive into this, I want to ask really one very important question. What the hell is willful slavery? What is that? Bro, if you're thinking about, oh, well, we wanted to be enslaved, bro, that's not slavery at that point. Slavery is doing something you didn't want to do, but were forced to do it. What the hell are you talking about? And to even put out that what we're going through right now is just some type of slavery? Nah. Look, I'm gonna tell you how it's different than slavery. Slavery was when you couldn't do what you wanted to do. You had someone forcing you to do something. You couldn't go out on your free will and do something. You couldn't go out and go do what I do and go take jogs. You couldn't do that, bruh. Back in the day, the word you're using, slavery, you couldn't do what you wanted to do. You could look. I went out to the store yesterday. I went out to go get some Wingstop. I went out to go do a lot of things yesterday, right? But was I told to do that, or was I forced to do that? No, I did that on my free will. During slavery, you had no free will. You did what they told you to do. So how you could even compare this to slavery is just disrespectful. And you're putting out willful slavery? What the hell is willful slavery? What is that? When the hell was slavery willful? Like, you know what? Hey, man, I want to be a slave here. Come here. Dude, that's not slavery. Man, this is just stupidity on a whole nother level. Now, if y'all think we're lying, if y'all think I'm lying, be like, man, she never said that, bruh. Well, it's okay, bro. I got the facts on y'all, bro. Look at this tweet right here. It's already been deleted, but like I said, Twitter is quick, bro. Look at this. So she put start contemplating starting to look a whole lot like willful slavery. Hashtag reopen America. Now y'all know this girl is somewhere in her mansion in probably Beverly Hills or somewhere, wherever the hell she lives, and living good. She probably got a movie theater in there. Probably got a backyard pool, you know what I'm saying? Probably got the whole 9 yards. And she's talking like this. This right here, reopen America, willful slavery? Bro, I just don't get what the hell willful slavery is, because willful slavery does not exist. That's the thing that does not exist, bro. And I can't believe that she's actually comparing this. Like, she comparing it to slavery. I can't believe this, bro. I can't stinking believe this, bro. Like, what we're going through right now is the same thing that our ancestors went through years ago. I don't know how many years ago it was, but years ago. she's coming. You know what, man? Why do I be fighting these dudes? Why do I be fighting these people? They ain't gonna listen to me. I wish they would though, but I want to know your guys' thoughts on this, bro. This kind of hits home for me because this happened to my ancestors. So I want to know how this. This might not affect you. You know what I'm saying? It might not have nothing to do with you. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this. First time finding my channel, y'all make sure you hit the subscribe button on the video. Let's talk about it, y'all. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.